Imagine yourself sitting at home, scrolling through your phone, maybe feeling a little guilty, and your mind wanders, what the hell should I even do? And then all of a sudden, boom, you find this video, and it tells you to go take care of your plants, or maybe go into your garden. And so that's exactly what you do. You go into your garden, you start taking care of whatever plants you can find, and all of a sudden you start feeling calm. All that overwhelm of social media isn't in your mind anymore. All of a sudden you start feeling happy again. And then all of a sudden, your day isn't as bad as it was. Stay tuned if you want to make that a reality. Hey, you found me. My name is Anu and welcome to my channel, and also welcome to part 3 of Is It Mindful? In the first week we covered walking, in the second week we covered cooking, and this week's topic is gardening. So is gardening mindful? If you want to see the other parts, make sure to check back to other videos on my channel. And let's get straight into it because I don't want to waste too much of your time. Okay, so a quick answer to your question is yes, gardening is mindful, and I'm making a video on it, so it probably is. But, you know, we already know that physical activities that have a sort of mindful or calming aspect to them are known to be good. And like with the mindful aspect in gardening, it would be, you know, like getting to focus on the plants, or, you know, letting your thoughts run free while you're working on the plants, because it doesn't take up too much of your like cognitive capacity because you know what to do. And then like on top of that, like bodily involvement within nature has been shown to be really good in like nature-based therapies. So if something is good in a therapy, there's a high chance that it is therapeutic. And if it is therapeutic, it's probably mindful. So with that in mind, gardening is very mindful because bodily involvement with nature. You're digging up grass, you're planting seeds. That's bodily involvement with nature. So yes, gardening is mindful. But it doesn't just end right there. You know, we know that nature-based mindfulness is better than non-nature-based mindfulness. It's pretty self-explanatory. But, you know, when we get to combine our physical activity with it, that makes it all that more mindful. And on top of this, if you're living in an urban area where you don't really connect with nature that much, you know, just doing gardening in your own garden or having whatever potted plants you have at home is going to improve your interconnectedness with nature. Now, I don't really need to quote a research paper for that, but I will anyways. And the informal mode of mindfulness that you would get with gardening tends to promote positive health outcomes. And actually, speaking of positive health outcomes, did I tell you gardening helps against anxiety and depression? Well, it does. On the topic of mental health, there are 2 programs being run within the scientific world that use gardening to their advantage. One of them is the Mindful to Work program, which is for people who work full time and, you know, they get really stressed and have mental health problems. So they use the mindful aspect and the physical activity from gardening, and they find that it helps to reduce that stress and improve that mental health. On the other hand, for all of you out there who are different to all of us in your own special way, whether you have an intellectual disability, or you're neurodivergent, or you have any other need that you need and you can't physically or fully do gardening, there's a program out there for you too, and it's called Touchology. And basically it's a way, they're running this program for people who can't do gardening and thus get the mindful benefits of gardening. And what they do is they do mindful touching of the plants.
Hey yo, what the?
It sounds a little weird, but in that way, they're trying to see if doing this gives you the same mindful benefits as gardening. And they're finding that it does. So maybe for all of you out there that are different in your own special and unique way, maybe there is something there for you, even if you find it difficult to do gardening. Okay, moving away from all the science and all the mindfulness, it's nice to have a few houseplants or even just a really nice garden. It's really rewarding. So realistically, the only thing stopping you from gardening is probably your mindset. And for all of you who are different out there, of course, if you're not able to do gardening, maybe the touchology research might be of use to you And maybe you can just go outside and feel the leaves and touch nature. But jokes aside, you can always go outside, feel the nature, and maybe just connecting with nature will be as mindful for you as gardening is for someone else. So I think it's worth a try. Anyways, if you found anything in this video to be informative, please leave a like on the video and also a comment. Actually, tell me, do you have a garden? Do you have houseplants? Do you take care of them? Does it help you to be mindful? Does it not? And let's talk about it in the comment section, hopefully. But yeah, like, if you want to see more of these videos, there will be more coming out every second week, kind of. Make sure to subscribe. And you can also check out my blog on my website if you prefer to read. But with all that being said, thank you for tuning around till the end, and I will see you in the next one. Now that we're at the end of the video, I do want to apologize that the video is a little rushed and I could have made it slightly better, but I just didn't have the time to, and I apologize for that. But to make up for it, here are some bloopers. Do you actually take care of them? No. Anyways. No. Oh, is it mine? Oh my. It's because it's on the button. So this week it's gardening. Is it part 4?